Hello crafty friends, welcome to my channel and today 21 of Die Cut December. Today I'm going to make a card for you using these dies. I've got 3 different sizes of butterfly die, some alpha dies that spell out a note for you, and a stitched rectangle frame die. Before we get into the actual card making, I thought I'd show you the thing that inspired today's card idea, and it's this bag. A week or so ago, my daughter and I went to a Christmas market and we bought a few bits from the Great British Bee Company, and I just love this bag. I love the brown paper, I love the black stamped look, I love the bee, I love the font of this, and I thought that design idea would make a great card. So that's the starting point. My card is going to be a tall, thin card. It's 8 1/4 inches high and 5 inches wide. It just worked when I sort of mocked up the idea. It's made from hammered white cardstock, and I've added a panel on top of the front that is about 1/8 of an inch smaller all the way around. I'm really enjoying white card at the moment, so I didn't want to create a craft card, so I'm going to stick with the white, but I'm going to bring in the craft in this frame and some ink smushing as well. Instead of a bee, I'm going to use butterflies. Not whole butterflies, I'm going to use half the butterflies, just like this is half the bee, which is balanced nicely with the writing here. So I'm going to chop my butterflies in half in a minute, and then I'm going to add my sentiment. I have double stacked these butterfly die cuts because I wanted to give them a bit more dimension than if I just had a single piece, and I'll show you how I did that. I did it in a different way to the way I normally do it, which is with glue and squeezing it all together with tweezers. I'll show you how I did it with the sentiment, the alpha dies. So I've got 2 strips of black cardstock and my double-sided tape. This is sellotape. I picked this up for a bargain at a charity shop. It's about it is 1 inch wide, so it's nice and big. I'll just pop that near the edge there so I know where it is. And I'm going to lay the 2 pieces together like that, so I've got a double stacked strip of cardstock. Now I've got my alpha dies and I've laid them on a bit of low tack tape so I don't lose them, and also they don't fly around in my die cutting machine. So where is the sticky bit of this at that end? So I'm going to line that up, and that should cut through both of those. Make sure all the letters are on the strip. I'm going to have to cut the O another 2 times after this because I need a total of 3 O's for this sentiment. I've done a bit of experimenting with this, and I found that my mini Gemini cuts through 2 layers of cardstock with stick in between really well. That's how I did the butterflies. I also found that my Gemini electronic die cutting machine cuts through those 2 layers really well. I did use the metal shim, so if you want to try this method, you'll need to play around to see what combination of plates, etc. will give you a nice clean cut. I will go through twice, I think, just to be on the safe side. And they will pop out very easily. So I'll get all of those out, and then I'll cut a couple more O's and I will come back to you. So my craft cardstock frame is going to go on top of this little piece of hammered white cardstock. But before I stick it down, I want to do some smushing on this. I'll just draw a little line around the outside so that I know where my smushing's going. I mean, it's fairly obvious from the size of the panel, but we'll do it anyway because sometimes it helps having that little visual reminder. So I've got my regular smusher and my mini smusher. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. I might start with the mini and just see how we get on. I don't want the smushing to be too overpowering. I want it to be a backdrop. The colour I'm going to use is Vintage Photo Distress Oxide, and I don't want an awful lot, so I'm just going to put a little smear of it on my glass mat, add plenty of water, and I think I'll try my mini smusher first. And I really just want it in the middle. It's not quite giving me what I want. I want it to look a bit more random. There we go, that's a bit better. I think I'll mop a lot of that up, dry it, and then come in again with another layer. Okay, let's try another layer. Better. I do want a little bit more to splatter for a bit of depth and contrast. So that's dry. I want to break up this bit of brown, this sort of amorphous blob. So I'm just going to splatter on another layer, and again that creates more depth, keeping everything concentrated in the middle. You don't have your brush too wet and you tap quite, hold it close and tap quite strongly, you can control where those spatters go a little bit more than if you're up here. So my frame is going to sit, I think, around about there. I can move it up a bit, move it down a bit. I could have it the other way up. No, I think that way up. I'm using wet glue to stick it down for the usual reason, so that I can wiggle it about if I need to. To make sure it's square, because sometimes when you die cut thin things, the paper can stretch in the die cutting machine. But to make sure the frame looks nice and rectangular, I'm going to pop the centre that came out when I die cut it back in the middle, and make sure everything is pushed up against it, and then I can pop that centre out. And I've got my nice 90-degree right angle corners. Now I'm going to chop all this excess white off because I don't want that on there. Right, that's done. Now for the butterflies. I want to chop my butterflies in half vertically. So I'm going to line them up on my trimmer and chop them vertically. And I only need for this card the left hand wing. So I'm going to put my large butterfly in the middle because that's going to add balance to the page when I get a note for you stuck down. The note that is the longest word will be about here, and it'll be balanced by the top of the wing there. This butterfly is going up here. It's going to be next to the A, but it's going to be diagonally opposite the for you. And this one here is going here, and that is going to be diagonally opposite the A, which is the smallest word. So if I show you how they did it here, this is the widest part of the B, and it's a diagonal across to the widest word. Before I stick my butterflies down though, I'm going to just lay on my words because it is a little bit of a squeeze getting the note in there, so I want to get everything in the right place roughly before I stick anything down. It's just because of the particular dies that I've got. So I might have that with that size gap there, and I want the E to have the same gap here, the gap between the frame and the E, and then everything else will fit in. So let me know in the comments where you get your ideas and inspirations from. Do you see things out and about in the world and think, oh, that would make a nice card design? So I think I want to start with the letter E of note, and then I'll add note, and I'll know where to put my big butterfly wing, and then I can add my smaller butterfly wings and then add the rest of the letters. So I'm going to do my usual trick, if there's any glue left in the pot, of just spreading and dipping. So I think that's done. I'm going to pop this on here. So I'm going to try adding a few black Nouveau drops onto here because I think it just needs something to draw the eye to the centre. So personally, I think this particular card looks better with the Nouveau drops on. I'm not entirely convinced I got everything positioned where I wanted it. I have done another one on a panel, which I think I like a bit better. I think there's a bit less of the smushing in the background. Everything's in the middle a bit more. And instead of black Nouveau drops, I've added some little tiny little crystal sticky gems. And I think I like this one better. Do let me know in the comments which one you prefer and why, because I'd be really interested to see which one is your favourite of the two. And that's it. That's day 21 done and dusted. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 22. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.